you're going to spend 40% of your life looking at a screen. That's right, 40%. But what if I told you that the solution for this was actually really easy, and all you need to do is just... Oh, there goes a notification and you're not paying attention anymore. Today, I transformed my phone for self-improvement, and I'm gonna help you do the same so that your screen time can go from this to looking more like this. And if you stay to the end, I'm gonna give you some apps that can turn your phone into an actual productivity machine. So this is my phone. I turned it back into Jeffrey mode so that we can optimize it from scratch in real time. The first wave of optimizing your phone is going to be what I call the app purge. The name is a little bit cringe, but I think it serves the point. The goal of this wave is to rid your phone of all unnecessary apps that are plaguing your day-to-day life. The first step for this is obviously to turn your phone into silent mode, so that annoying notifications don't distract you when you're trying to think or work or whatever. But if you want to take that a step further, and you do want to, trust me, then you want to go to your settings and disable all the notifications for all the apps pretty much, unless those that are absolutely necessary. Having no notifications on your phone is gonna help you just focus better, you're gonna work better, you're gonna think better. And thinking is really underrated, trust me. I came up with deeper thoughts, and I honestly feel like I've become more intelligent since I turned off notifications, as funny as that may sound. And I don't think that's correlation without causation. I don't think that's a coincidence. But if you want to take that even further, and again, you should, then the next step would be to delete all social media from your phone. So get that Instagram, that Snapchat, that TikTok, that whatever off your phone, and that includes YouTube as well. What? Stop watching my videos? Oh, what? That's less money for me. Yeah, listen, if you want to get rid of YouTube altogether, you have my approval, of course. YouTube can, aside from my own videos, be helpful. So if you want to keep YouTube to some extent, then use it on your computer. Delete it off your phone, because if you have it there, that's gonna cause unnecessary scrolling whenever you're bored, and that's not good. If you have it on your computer, yeah, you might fall into some scrolling, but there's plugins for that. Generally, if you have it on your computer, it's gonna waste less of your time because you're not on your computer as much as on the phone. Since we're on the topic of replacing things from phone to computer, I have other things like that. Do it with all the apps that you kind of need, but are not exactly urgent or something, like maybe WhatsApp, maybe Discord. You can have WhatsApp or Discord on your computer, you don't need them on your phone. And that's what I did, and you know, it might sound a little bit extreme, but I would recommend it to anybody. It's really useful. And no, you can have games on your phone. But what am I gonna do when I'm bored? But that's the thing, if you just sit in that boredom for a minute without pulling out Clash of Clans immediately, your brain is immediately gonna start thinking of ways how it can entertain itself with critical thinking, with philosophy, with interesting thought patterns and ideas. And that is so precious. You can get so much from that. So next time you're bored, just sit and think. As I said, it's really underrated. And now it's time for the fun stuff that you've been waiting for, which is the second wave, the restoration. So in the first wave, you remove things from your phone, but on the second wave, we're gonna add things to your phone. And the first app I'm gonna give you is for Android users only, which is not me. But if you do have an Android, it's called Minimalist Phone Launcher app. This app basically turns your entire phone into like a super minimalistic, productive version of itself. Back when I had an Android, I used to use this all the time. I think it's the best thing about Androids, and that's rare. But yeah, sadly, iPhone users are gonna have to settle for something less, but there is still useful things. For example, we can go to settings and turn on grayscale. That's basically just gonna remove colors and put your phone into black and white. And why this is good is because these colors are distracting. Trust me, you might not notice it yet, but if you spend some time in the grayscale mode, you're gonna find these colors very annoying once you come back. Everything is so colorful, just at least try it for the sake of seeing for yourself. Now that I see a phone in color, it's actually super annoying. Oh yeah, bonus tip, don't keep your phone in your pocket. That's really bad for your balls.
I'm not joking, actually. Don't keep your phone in the pocket.
And now I'm gonna give you some actual apps that both iPhone and Android users can download and use to boost their productivity. The first app on the list is 1sec. This app basically works in a way that you attach it to other apps, and then when you enter that other app, it gives you a timeout so that you can immediately access it. After the timeout, it lets you choose whether you want to still enter the app or just give it up. This is useful because it stops you from mindlessly entering apps when you don't need them. But the free version only allows you to get this on one app. But if you already deleted social media, transfer your apps onto your computer, then maybe there is that one other app that could be very useful to use 1sec for. The next app on the list is gonna be Evernote. This is basically just notes, but it's better than the regular notes that you already have on your phone. You can use this for journaling, taking quick notes. It can be very useful in those situations when you're bored and you're just thinking, to write down those thoughts. That's a very good practice and I highly recommend it. Now, for my Christians, I have two apps, which is the Bible app and the Blue Letter Bible. Bible app is just for general Bible reading. It has many languages, many translations, and Blue Letter Bible is for deeper Bible studying. You have tools such as the original Greek language and then the English translation, and then you can compare it word for word. And it's really, really useful if you want to go deep into your Bible. I think those are both musts for every Christian. You can also download Spotify. That's paid. The free version is kind of bad, but you can still use it. You can listen to music on there as long as it's not degenerate. But really cool thing that you can do there is listen to podcasts. When you're on the walk, when you're washing the dishes or doing something, you can still be productive and learn while listening to podcasts. Two podcasts that I really enjoy is the Huberman Lab for science and health, and Parker Spancy's, I don't know if I pronounced that right, for philosophy and theology. And now let me give you just a quick speed round of the other apps. You can use Medito for meditation. It's free and it's very straightforward. You can use Sleep Cycle to track your sleeping, and you can use MyFitnessPal to track your calories. And now it's time for the third way, which is also gonna be really useful, and that's productivity tips. Here I'm gonna just show you how to use your phone in a more productive way. Wait, where is my phone? As Hamza once said, you know you're on a good level when you don't know where your phone is. The first thing that you can do is make your lock screen into a schedule, so every time you open your phone, you can just see your entire schedule. Just write it in notes or in Evernote or somewhere, screenshot it and put it as your wallpaper. You can also use the calendar app for this, which is more useful if your schedule is going to be changing a lot, but it's more work to set it up. And then if you have an Android, you can actually make a widget which is going to show you your next activity, and that's pretty cool, but I personally don't use it. Here is a really cool thing that you can do. You can set your charging place into another room. So this sounds kind of fancy and everything, but literally just take your charger and put it in the kitchen. And then every time you want to charge your phone, charge it there, not in your room. And when you're working, when you're reading, when you're studying anything, you're gonna have it there, not here, so it's not gonna distract you. Another thing that I like to do is go for walks without my phone, so that there I can actually think, there I can actually come up with ideas without a distraction. And if you want to write it down, you can take like a pocket journal with you and a little pen and then write down the ideas that you get. And the last thing I did was set my alarm for 5 a.m. so that I can do the most extreme morning routine ever. And if you want to know how that went, it's right over here.